Valley View Center was a shopping mall in Dallas, Texas that opened in 1973 and closed in 2022. If you've clicked onto this video, then you know what today is. It's Monday, Mall Madness. Every Monday I'll be releasing a new video on a defunct or maybe not so defunct mall and its history. Make sure you stick around to the very end of the videos. I'd like to see if you, the viewer, are paying attention. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so you get notified of my latest mall video, defunct store, or my Throwback Thursday videos. Leave a suggestion or a comment for a future video. Thanks.
Knockout this season. You can buy the gloves.
Valley View. Choices now.
The Valley View Center was built in 1973 at its current location on Interstate 635 and Montgomery Road, developed by Homart Development Company, a subsidiary of Sears, Roebuck & Company. A Sears store had been built in 1965, and several smaller stores were added before the official grand opening celebration of Valley View Center took place in 1973. The celebration gained national attention in part to a promotion by the Tom McCann shoe store, which offered a free 8-ounce steak with a purchase of $5 or more. The Sears anchor store predated the construction of the mall itself, but was joined by a second anchor store in Sanger Harris when the mall first opened in 1973. As Valley View Center began to expand, Dillard's was added to the mall in 1979 as a 2-floor department store and added a 3rd floor in 1985. LaSalle Street Fund bought the mall in 1982 and oversaw the continued expansion, including the addition of a 4th anchor store in 1983. In 1983, Bloomingdale's opened up. The mall was also home to the Valley View Cinema 1 and 2 for many years after it opened in 1975. On September 1, 1985, marked the first legal Sunday shopping day in the state of Texas. It, like other area malls, celebrated the end of the state's 24-year-old blue law with entertainment and special promotions. Some smaller retailers objected to the new hours, but mall officials informed them in writing of their contractual obligations to operate while the mall was open. Sanger Harris remained at Valley View Center until 1987, when it merged with Foley's and was closed. It would later reopen as Foley's. The closing of Bloomingdale's in 1990 started the beginning of an economic hardship for the mall, which had included legal battles, various owners of the property, and more stores leaving the center. In 1991, Valley View Cinema 1 and 2 closed. The Macy Company, a Santa Monica, California-based shopping center operator, purchased the mall in 1996 for a reported $85.5 million in cash and debt. Nearby demographic shifts and the continuing occupancy decline led owners to announce plans to redevelop the mall and the surrounding area. On October 19, 1996, JCPenney's opened a store at the location. The Dallas Children's Museum relocated to the Valley View Center in June of 2000. The new museum doubled the size of the previous location and was on the 2nd level of the mall between the former JCPenney and the space once occupied by the Disney store. This location closed in 2006 after the merger with another museum. Foley's was eventually closed and later rebranded and reopened as Macy's on September 9, 2006, as a result of a Federated Department Store's purchase of the May company in 2005. This Macy's location ceased operation and closed on March 15, 2008. How often do you hear about a Macy's closing? In 2010, L&R Partners, Inc. of Miami, Florida, took possession of the mall when Macerich defaulted on $125 million in debt. Jones Lang LaSalle became responsible for mall management. The former space of Steve & Barry's reopened as Bonterra Bazaar circa 2011 and was renamed El Mercado the following year. On July 2, 2008, Dillard's announced that it would be closing this location effective of August 30, 2008. JCPenney's closed on May 1, 2013 as planned. This Store of the Future prototype was scheduled to open the same year, but this never occurred because the company decided ultimately to not carry out the original plan. In mid-2012, the mall began a new effort to create an artistic community. Dubbed the Gallery at Midtown and Artist Studios, the wings remaining open were occupied by local artists, studios, galleries, and other creative groups. Beginning in 2016, demolition of the mall site was slated to begin. Exceptions were made at the time for AMC Valley View 16, Sears, and the studios for radio station KBFB and KZMJs, and the surrounding real estate was set to be redeveloped into a mixed-use development that would be called Dallas Midtown. Sears was sold to a developer and closed on July 16, 2017.
The once vibrant former Valley View Mall in North Dallas may finally be on the road to redevelopment. The sprawling site has been an eyesore for years. CBS 11's Brooke Rogers today with the story of why the long-promised Dallas Midtown could at last become a reality.
The renderings of the future Dallas Midtown show a sparkling city within a city, complete with restaurants, shopping, entertainment venues, hotels, parks, condos, and more.
You've got to imagine that in terms of the size, we're talking about something that's almost 3 times the size of Uptown in the West Village area.
But the reality is that the former Valley View site has looked like a ghost town for 7 years. First lawsuits and then the pandemic caused delay after delay. But developer Scott Beck says they recently resolved a critical piece.
But the main thing that's always been causing an issue for the Dallas Midtown project is we do not have an upgraded sanitary sewer line. The city has never upgraded the sanitary sewer line on the 635 access road.
Beck, who owns 90 of the 450 acres, says he and the other developers decided to do the upgrade themselves, and the installation of the line began about a month ago.
The sanitary sewer line is, in fact, the critical component that allows the entire project to start.
Next, he says they'll begin pulling permits to start building Dallas Midtown. First up is an apartment complex, which should be under construction early next year. The only building still standing at the old Valley View site is the AMC movie theater. It's actually still open, but should be closed and demolished over the next few years.
Congratulations, you made it this far into the video.
When I find you. Pop quiz, hotshot.
So let's see how close you were paying attention to my video. So how many anchor stores closed in this mall? So if your answer was 7, give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Actually, all the companies are out of business there. So what are some of your favorite memories of this place? Leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video below. Be sure to hit that like button. Thanks for watching.